discover the fascinating palaces and heritage sites of the Philippines. One of the most fascinating palaces in the Philippines is the Malacañang Palace, located along the banks of the Pasig River in Manila. It serves as the official residence and workplace of the President of the Philippines and is steeped in history and grandeur. Here are some highlights. Historical significance. Built in the mid-18th century during the Spanish colonial era, Malacañang Palace originally served as a summer residence for Spanish aristocrats. Over time, it became the official residence of the Spanish governors general and later the American governors during the U.S. colonial period. After the Philippines gained independence, it was designated as the home and office of the nation's presidents. Architectural beauty. The palace is an elegant blend of Spanish colonial and neoclassical architecture. Its grand halls are adorned with intricate woodwork, crystal chandeliers, and historical artifacts that showcase the country's rich culture and heritage. Malacañang Museum and Library. Adjacent to the palace, this museum offers a glimpse into the Philippines' political history. Visitors can view artifacts, historical documents, and memorabilia from past presidents. Surrounding gardens. The palace is surrounded by beautifully landscaped gardens and courtyards that provide a serene environment amidst the bustling city of Manila. Cultural legacy. Malacañang is not just a seat of power, it reflects the complex history of the Philippines, from colonial rule to independence. Each president has added a unique touch to the palace, making it a living piece of history. While the palace itself is not open to the general public due to its function as an active government building, the museum offers tours that must be arranged in advance. These tours provide insights into the palace's historical and cultural significance. If you're looking to explore beyond Malacañang, consider visiting other heritage sites in the Philippines, like the Marikina Shoe Museum or the Bahay na Bato in Vigan, to experience more of the country's vibrant history and culture. Location: Cultural Center of the Philippines Complex, Pasay City. Overview. A unique architectural masterpiece, the Coconut Palace was commissioned in 1978 by former First Lady Imelda Marcos to showcase the versatility of the coconut tree and other indigenous materials. The structure is made primarily from coconut lumber, shells, and other local materials, highlighting Filipino craftsmanship. Highlights. Its octagonal shape is inspired by a traditional Filipino nipa hut. Lavish interiors and furnishings incorporate mother-of-pearl and other tropical elements. Often used for state functions, it offers a glimpse of Filipino opulence. Location: Jolo, Sulu. Overview. This historical palace, called the Astana, served as the royal residence of the Sultanate of Sulu. It symbolizes the rich cultural heritage of the Tausug people and their intricate societal structure. Highlights. While the original structure was destroyed, efforts have been made to reconstruct it and preserve the history of the Sultanate. Visitors can learn about the Sultanate's significant role in Philippine history and its relations with other nations. Location: Tiaong, Quezon. Overview. Originally a coconut plantation, the estate now features a resort and a private museum showcasing Filipino heritage and artifacts. Highlights. The Spanish-style mansion is set amidst lush gardens and surrounded by a serene lagoon. It includes an eclectic collection of antiques, historical artifacts, and religious relics. Visitors can enjoy cultural shows and dine at the famous Waterfalls restaurant. Location: Pauay, Ilocos Norte. Overview. Once a residence of former President Ferdinand Marcos and his family, this mansion was built to reflect grandeur and power. Highlights. Overlooking the picturesque Pauay Lake, the mansion is now a museum showcasing the life and legacy of the Marcos family. It features opulent furniture, sprawling gardens, and memorabilia from the Marcos era. Location: San Fernando, Pampanga. Overview. Though not a palace in the traditional sense, this historical station played a crucial role during the American era and World War II. Highlights. It served as a terminal for the infamous Death March during WW2. Today, it's a preserved heritage site with exhibits on Filipino resilience and history. Location: Manila. Overview. Known as the Queen of Streets, Escolta was once the financial district of Manila, showcasing beautiful heritage buildings that resemble small urban palaces. Highlights: Art Deco and Beaux-Arts style buildings such as the Regina and Calvo buildings. Walking tours reveal stories of the colonial elite and their contributions to Filipino culture. Location: Malolos, Bulacan. Overview: Known as the cradle of the First Philippine Republic, Malolos boasts well-preserved ancestral houses that function as cultural palaces. Highlights: Barasoain Church, site of the First Philippine Congress and Constitution. Ancestral homes of prominent Filipino families, such as the Bautista and Adriano mansions. Location: Calamba, Laguna. Overview: A reconstructed version of the childhood home of Dr. Jose Rizal, the Philippines' national hero. Highlights: Showcases the hero's early life, family history, and achievements. Its Spanish colonial architecture is a fine example of how affluent families lived during that period. Location: Cebu City. Overview: One of the oldest houses in the Philippines, built in the 17th century by a Chinese merchant family. Discover the fascinating palaces and heritage sites of the Philippines. Highlights: Made of coral stones, hardwood, and traditional Filipino materials. The house is now a museum preserving Cebuano culture and traditions. Location: Kawit, Cavite. Overview: The historic home of General Emilio Aguinaldo, the first president of the Philippines, where the Philippine Declaration of Independence was proclaimed in 1898. Highlights: A mix of Filipino and Spanish architectural styles with secret passages and symbolic elements. The mansion is now a national shrine and museum. These palaces, mansions, and heritage sites showcase the Philippines' rich history, cultural diversity, and architectural ingenuity, making them must-visit destinations for anyone exploring the country.